Good afternoon, friends. Today we'll be discussing if you have established some NGO, how can you access funding through CSR based projects. In my previous video, I have discussed about different aspects of CSR, and as I have already explained, there are basically two alternatives as far as CSR based projects implementations are concerned. First thing is, there are some reputed corporate houses who have established their own foundations. Through their foundations, they are able to execute CSR based projects. But there are certain corporate houses who may not have their own foundations. So they need some credible NGOs through which they can implement the CSR based projects. So under the second alternative, you have got a chance if you have got some NGOs. As I have already explained, to get funds, you need to have three basic things. You need to have good infrastructure, you need to have good relationing with the funding agencies, and third thing is you need to have an innovative concept, or you need to have good concept paper. So these three things are the basic things to qualify for any funding. But when we speak about some CSR based activities or funding through CSR, we need to identify some special or some extra eligibility criteria. So let us discuss what are those things which NGOs have to qualify so as to be able to get CSR funds. So first thing is number of years of business. That means at least you must have 5 years of work experience in some related field. For example, you are doing some sort of projects in the field of health or community health. So at least 5 years of experience in that field is necessary. Second thing is reputation. That means in that locality you must be treated as a reputed organization. That means you have established some name and fame for yourself through your performances, through your activities, or you have created a name for yourself. Third thing is certification and registration. That means you must have so-called society registration certificates. You should have FCRA. In some extent, you need to also have income tax exemption acts. So these acts will help you to qualify those things. Next thing is proper documentation. That means you are able to maintain proper records or proper documentation of your activities. You have got your annual reports, you have got your audit reports, you are able to maintain the discipline in your accounts. So this is coming under documentation. Next thing is experience in the relevant area. As I was discussing, you are applying for a CSR based funding. You must have at least 3 years of experience in the field of CSR. So that has to be with you. That means previously you were involved in some CSR based projects for at least 3 years. Next thing is you must have good infrastructure. You have got your office, you have got your website, you have got your so-called human resources. So this is coming under infrastructure. Then another thing is your chief functionaries or the secretary or the presidents should not have any legal proceedings pending. So this is very important criteria. Next thing is your financial capability. That means if someone or if some financial expert wants to know what is the volume of business in your previous years, you should have good volume of business. So that is very important. That means some transactions are going on. Is it okay? And last but not least is your credentials. That means if you have got any certificates, awards or recognitions, so these things will add to your strength as far as qualifying that CSR based funding is concerned. So these things some NGOs have to qualify so as to be able to access funding through CSR. So, and apart from this, as I was discussing, the chief functionary of that NGO and the HR manager of that corporate houses must share good relationships, because liaising is a very important thing as far as funding is concerned. You have got, for example, you as a secretary has got MBA from reputed institutions, you have established your own organization, and that the HR manager of that corporate house is also having MBA from the same institutions, or you happen to be the friends. So these things can give you some added advantages to access some funds on the basis of CSR. Is it okay? So in our next video we will be discussing about some other thematic areas for the NGO sector. So have a good day.